All right, Mom won't talk, she's camera shy. This is my mother, Heidi, one of the biggest key elements of our operation. But we're in here, this is the milking parlor, we're getting ready for evening chores here. And Mom's already tore all the milkers down, put the pipe in the tank here. So we're ready to turn the milking system on and get started.
After Morgan puts the pre-dip on, it stays on that for approximately 30 seconds. That's to kill any bacteria that is on the teat end. And then you vigorously scrub them so that you get all the debris off of their quarters because you want the quality milk. And then you force strip to make sure that they don't have any mastitis. And this cow here had mastitis at one time, and it was a chronic, which means that she was treated and it did not respond to it. So it has a higher somatic cell count, and the quality of the milk isn't that great. So we killed the quarter off, so we do not milk it, so it does not get shipped and consumed by people. And then once you get that done, you apply the teat cup to the, and then you level it out so that the milk flows properly. So do another one so you know. You apply the teat, which is iodine and glycerin. The glycerin is to soften the teat ends if they have any chaps. It's a skin emollient, so it softens their teeth. Then you take an individual cloth towel and you wipe them, and then you force strip them. You just strip 2 or 3 squirts out of each quarter. That is a dual purpose. That way you can check to make sure that there's nothing wrong with the quarter milk. And also the first couple squirts have the highest somatic cell count in them, so that the quality of milk improves after they're stimulated. And the reason why you let that on for 30 seconds is to kill the germs, number one. And then when you rub the quarters, it stimulates them and it sends a signal to their brain, and the oxytocin, it produces hormone oxytocin, which makes them let their milk down. So that's why you can see that there is a good quality milk coming through the bowl. Now sometimes when you have a fresh heifer, she doesn't know what to do, and her stimulation isn't that great, and sometimes you will have to inject them with oxytocin for 1 or 2 milkings in order for them to figure out, hey, this is what I'm supposed to do. And they have a called a sphincter muscle in their teat end, and after they start to milk out, it takes that an hour to close back up. So that's why you apply the post dip to them, so that way nothing gets into their udder upon completion of milking. Alright, more than we got.
You want me to?
I'm feeling it. Okay.
You done your one? Okay. Well, Mom and Morgan are finishing up in the parlor now. All done milking. They're sanitizing the equipment, washing up and putting things away. So everything's ready to go for the next round of milking. But once they're done with that, they'll go on to feeding calves. And what are you doing? Apparently my arm must be tasty. Anyways, they're gonna go on to feeding calves. And I guess the point of this video I wanted to get across was talking about motherhood. You know, we're coming up on Mother's Day here, and these cows, every single one of these cows was born and raised on this farm and cared for by my mother. And in a way, she's a mother to all these animals, and she's just done a phenomenal job raising all these animals, taking care of all these animals, making sure everybody's on the up and up. And she's done a phenomenal job raising myself and my siblings. And my father and I are very thankful for her and everything she does. I know sometimes she doesn't get near the recognition that she really should. And that's just, we're busy, you know, and she's kind of behind the scenes doing a lot of work, you know, and that doesn't get filmed. You know, some of that stuff's private stuff like bookkeeping. You obviously aren't going to film that, but she does a lot. You know, she's one of the biggest key elements to why this operation runs the way it does. She does all the bookkeeping and financing, makes sure everything's all buttoned up and running a straight line there. She raises all these animals, you know, treats all these animals anytime they have an illness or an ailment. You know, she's probably the first one to see that, you know, to know something's out of the ordinary. And she'll treat these animals and take care of these animals as if they were her own kid, you know. And she does a phenomenal job. And I guess that's something I just wanted to put in here. You know, a lot of what you are going to see on our videos is field work. You know, Dad and I are out in the field making feed for all these animals, putting it all up so that these cows have something to eat and sustain themselves over the year. But that doesn't mean that our job is any more important than my mother's. And it actually, my mother's job might be more important. You know, taking care of animals is a tough job. You know, making sure they're all healthy. You know, it amazes me sometimes the wealth of knowledge that woman has. But she just does a phenomenal job. And I guess it's Mother's Day. Just wanted to say how thankful I am for my mother. And if any of you out there watching are mothers or are very thankful for your mother, make sure you tell them, you know, this Mother's Day how much they mean to you and that you're very thankful for them. But that's what I kind of wanted to get across, and I guess I look like a good snack apparently. So I guess that's where I'm gonna end this. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.